Hello, Sales Queen. Welcome back to another episode of the show. Today, we're going to talk about the real reason why some women are more successful than others at building an online business. Now, this could get a little bit spicy, so don't come for me if I say something that you don't like. But I am asked this question all the time, girls, all the time. I am asked, what is it? What is that secret sauce? Why is she doing what looks like what I'm doing, but she's a millionaire and I'm not? Like, what really is the difference? And obviously, you girls know that I've started at zero and been able to scale my business to multi six figures. It is absolutely inconceivable to me that I won't hit seven figures. It's not even an option. I know that's where we're going, and I know that we're going to get there. It is inevitable. So you ask me all the time, like, what was the thing? What's the turning point? When did it start to all happen for you? What's the thing that I'm missing? Where are my blind spots? And so I really did some thinking about that question and what I really believe the answer is. What is the secret sauce? What is the thing that really moves the needle? What is the thing that deciphers whether you will be successful or you won't? What is that thing? Well, I am going to share what I believe that one thing is in this episode. And the reason I said it might get spicy is, I might say some things that you don't like, right? So one of the things that I might say that you don't like is we've all got the same 24 hours in a day. Yeah. So like you might hear time management or productivity coaches say this and you're like, oh, fuck off. Like, I don't want to be told that. We know we've got 24 hours in a day. I'm busy. Yeah. So I'm going to say that to you because it's true. We all do have the same 24 hours in a day. It's just that some of us choose to spend it differently. Yeah. So there's a decision that you need to make around your time. Something else that I could say that might absolutely rile you up is that some women choose to be victims. Some of us choose to make excuses. Some may choose to blame other people or blame circumstances. Yeah. Now, I know that when I say that, some of you might have just switched me off and gone, oh, I don't want to hear that today. You're meant to be inspiring me, Rachel. You're meant to be lifting me up. Well, I am going to lift you up because I'm going to tell you what I think the real difference is and do my very best to help you get there, to help you see that you have everything that you need right now to be successful. You have all of the tools. Yeah, you have all of the right mindsets. You have everything at your disposal. It's just that you might not see it right now, okay? So my intention for this episode is not to be controversial, not to upset you, absolutely not, but to lift the lid on where I really do believe that turning point is and how you could make that shift today. Like right now, like I'm talking in the next 10 minutes, okay? So are you ready for that? That is my intention, right? Is to shift your beliefs in the next 10 minutes. What is your intention? Is your intention to stop doing the ironing, stop walking the dog, and really pay attention to what I'm about to say? Yeah, if it is, then you are one of the types of people that will be ultra successful, okay? So let me get into it. There's a few foundations, let's call them foundations of being a business owner, okay? Now, one of the foundations of being a business owner is that you create stuff to sell, right? So as you know, I only work with women in the service industry. So coaches, mentors, social media managers, VAs, web designers, people who sell services, people that package up their knowledge, package up their expertise into coaching programs, mentorship programs, memberships, masterminds, online courses, digital products. I help women to package their expertise and sell that expertise in the form of coaching programs, courses, digital products. Yeah. And so I'm not coming at this as a product business. I'm coming at this as a service-based business where you are selling your genius. So one of the foundations of your business is that you have to be able to package your knowledge, package your expertise into a product or a package or a retainer, and you have to be able to sell that online, right? That is a foundation. And so many women that I chat with, coaches, women in my Instagram DMs that, I just chat to, the girls who are watching my stories, like where we're chatting in the DMs. I know so many of you think that the real needle mover in your business is when you finally stumble on the number one business growth strategy, the secret sales tip that you haven't managed to find out yet. And if I had a megaphone right now, I would use it to share with you that there is no secret. There is no secret strategy. There is no behind the scenes tip that somebody is keeping from you. What the difference is between the women who make it, and when I say make it, I mean make big money. Yeah, the women that are doing 20K, 30K, 50K, 100K months, the real difference is not a secret strategy. So you can stop looking for one. You can stop thinking, oh, everybody knows something that I don't. Not true, right? You already have the knowledge that you need. All right, you might need to, understand funnels better. You might need to know how to use ManyChat. You might need to, be better at launching, sure, there are always little strategies, and I hope I'm the person that you come to learn how to launch, to learn how to build a funnel, to learn how to be great at messaging. Of course, there are strategies that will help you to market, help you to generate leads, help you to sell. Of course there are. But that isn't the dividing factor, right? Those strategies are not the difference between the women who make big money months and the women who don't. The difference between the women who make the big money months and the women who don't is the number of times they try. Let me say that again. It's the number of times that you try at whatever it is that you're doing. The number of times you try is the deciding factor, because there are plenty of women that I speak to that try once and give up. There are women who try twice and give up. There are women who've tried 3 times that I've spoken to recently and they give up. And there are women who try an infinite number of times. Yeah, that's me. There are women like me who are making big cash months, creating huge success, and the only reason that it's them and not you is because of the amount of times that they try. Okay, so that's a little bit about resilience. It's a lot about the fact that they don't go into victim mindset. It's a lot about the fact that they don't blame or complain. They don't blame time. They don't blame the kids. They don't blame the summer holidays. They don't blame the fact that it's summer and nor do people really buy it. They don't blame anything. They take ownership. Yeah, they take ownership. If something works, it's because I made it work. If something doesn't work, it's because I didn't make it work. It's not because it's the summer holidays. It's not because my son interrupted me. It's not because I couldn't focus that day. It's not because my IT, my systems let me down. It's not because we had a power cut. We had a power cut yesterday. I was going wild. I was at the Wi-Fi router, turning it off and on, thinking, what on earth is going on? Why are the lights not on? And yeah, we had a power cut. So that's why that one came to mind. We can blame and complain. Yeah, we often. You'll sometimes find me blaming and complaining, and then I check myself and be like, Rachel, this is not what you're made of. You are more resilient than that. You take ownership, and you will try again. Okay. So how does that really look in my business? Like the reality of the day to day, when you're somebody that is prepared to try an infinite amount of times, it means that I will create a lead magnet that flops, and I won't just bin it. I will change the messaging and try again. It means I might post something in my stories to make sales and generate leads, and it might generate absolutely nothing. And I have a choice at that point whether to sit with my head in my hands and think, oh, everybody hates me, this is awful, or whether to go, well, it's okay, tomorrow's another day, we go again. Yeah, dust myself off, get back on the bus, yeah, get back on the horse, and we go again. Okay, the reality of what that looks like could be that I sit down to, this really does happen, that I sit down to record this podcast for you and I'm like 8 takes in and I still can't even say my own name. That really does happen, by the way. Yeah, but I try again because I know that I know my own name. It's just that my mouth is not working. Yeah, my brain signals to my mouth are just not functioning in that precise moment. And so I guess the big intention for me right now to give you the shift, the breakthrough that you need is to ask you to consider, how resilient are you? Do you work on building your own resilience? Do you work on your self-belief? Because it's a lot easier to be resilient when you believe in yourself. Yeah, like I believe in myself 100,000%. I know I'm a badass. I know I'm good at what I do. I know my clients get results. I know that I have the potential to build whatever kind of business I want. I know that it is inevitable. I will hit 1 million. I know I will become a millionaire. I've always known I will. I just didn't know how. My self-belief is sky high. Yeah, I don't doubt myself for a second. Yeah, there's the odd time, of course, where a little bit of doubt creeps in, but I check myself and I'm like, Rachel, you are made of stronger stuff than that. Yeah, my self-esteem is high. It's high because I've built it to be high. And it's a practice, right? So I want you to consider, how resilient are you? And if you feel like you're not resilient, I'm here to tell you it's because you haven't built your resilience. Nobody can give you resilience. I can't package it up with a nice big bow on the top and go, there you go, babe, have some resilience. I can't do that. Nobody can give you that. You can create resilience for yourself. And you can do this with a daily practice around your self-belief, making sure that at the first sign of trouble, you are not straight into imposter syndrome. At the first sign of you posting something that gets no likes, you are not like, oh, comparison, everybody hates me, Instagram hates me, I'm shadow banned, yeah, the algorithm is against me. You can build your resilience by working on your self-belief, yeah, by really doing the daily practice of knowing who you are, of knowing what you're good at, of showing up in your brilliance, of showing up in your true genius, of knowing that you are a problem solver for your clients, that you are the route to take them from stuck to solved, yeah, from problem to solution. You are the person that can give your ideal client the breakthrough that they need, that they might have been looking for months, for years even. You have to know beyond any doubt whatsoever that you are a freaking genius. And I'm here to tell you that you are. I know that you are. I believe in you. I know if you are watching this on YouTube, and if you are, please do like and subscribe, by the way. I know if you are watching this on YouTube, or if you have got me coming through your earbuds, you're listening on a podcast platform, I know the very fact that you are doing that means you are working on your growth. You're working on your development. You're working on self-improvement. That means you're a badass. That means you're amazing. It means you're on the journey. Yeah, it means you're on the journey. What I don't want you to do is see the separation in, and I shouldn't have maybe even called this podcast episode what I called it, the difference between the women who build successful online businesses and the women who don't. because that's creating separation. But there is separation, of course there is. But I don't want you to see the separation. I don't want you to be looking at other women on social media, on, whatever platforms you're looking at. I don't want you to be looking at her and thinking, she has this, I don't. Yeah, she's creating that success, I haven't. Do not see the separation. I want you to come at this from the perspective that your success is inevitable, that you are an absolute badass, that you are a genius at what you do, that you are an icon, you are a queen, and to know it in your heart, to know it in your soul, to know it in every fiber of your being, and to operate at a frequency of high self-belief. Because when your self-belief is high, your resilience will be high. If your self-belief is low, your resilience will be low. Yeah. If your self-worth and self-belief are on the floor, then it's no wonder that something happens, and it could be something really small, and it sends you into a spin, sends you into comparison, sends you into imposter syndrome, sends you into self-doubt. Yeah. But when your self-belief is high, your resilience will be high. Okay. And I want you to always remember this episode. I want you to remember the message that I am giving you here, right? Which is the only reason that somebody may create more success than you right now is because they are trying more times. They're prepared to get it wrong and to get up and go again. They're prepared to have a launch flop. They're prepared to have a lead magnet that falls on its arse, that nobody signs up to. They're prepared to open enrollment for a group program and have nobody join. Yeah, they're prepared to announce their online course and sell nothing because they know that their success is inevitable, and they will just go, oh, well, I'll try again tomorrow. I'll try again next week. Yeah, something about the messaging wasn't on point. That's okay. I'll try again. Yeah, the only reason somebody is further ahead than you is that they have tried more times. Now, it may be that you need somebody in your corner. It may be that you need a mentor by your side. It may be that in those moments where you don't have the resilience, you need to borrow it from somebody else. You need to borrow that resilience from somebody like me. Yeah, I am mentoring over 100 women at the moment. And I love every second of doing it because my resilience is so strong. My self-belief is so strong that when those women need to borrow my power, need to borrow my confidence, they can borrow it. And that doesn't take anything away from me. It means that I can lovingly support them, and I can hold the mirror up and show them their brilliance. Yeah. So it may be that right now, if you don't have a mentor, if you don't have a coach, that might be half the problem. And it doesn't have to be that you invest in a, high ticket program. It could be that you just need to be inside a community. It could be that you just need to be surrounded by other women that are on the same journey as you. Yeah. And if you know right now that having a community and having a mentor would support you, then I want you to reach out to me about joining my collective. Yeah, this is my Infinite Abundance Collective. That's what it's called. It is my sales accelerator program. So whilst you're inside that program, we will be working on your sales strategy, on your offers, on your pricing, on your messaging, on your authority, and on your positioning, on all the things. You get 3 calls a month with me where we work on all those things. But the reason that I'm mentioning it now is because if you are sat lonely at your desk, trying to work on all the things, trying to be resilient, trying to have self-belief, trying to believe in your worth and your value and showing up and creating the best content in the world. And if all of that is feeling really hard, then it's either a mentor that you need right by your side, or it's a community, or both. And the collective gives you both. Okay, because you have 3 calls a month with me, and you have a community of 45, 50 women, something like that, who are all on this journey with you. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And I said at the beginning that I might say a few controversial, like overly spicy things, but I don't think I did I? I don't think I was like, no, you need to do this, like I think you probably already know when you're feeling in doubt, when your little imposter voice is coming up. And I hope that my intention has been met. I hope that I have shifted your belief so that there are less excuses, there are less blaming of circumstances, and more willingness to just say, okay, it didn't go the way I wanted today. Doesn't mean it won't tomorrow. Yeah. So I hope I've helped to build your resilience. Do you know what I would really love? Whether you come and join the collective or not, what I would really love is for you to drop a comment below this. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a comment below this video for me. Would you do that for me? Would you let me have some feedback on this episode? Maybe you could share with me what is the one action point that you are going to take from watching this video. And if you're listening over on a podcast platform and you don't have a comment section, maybe you could head into my Instagram at Rach Howarth and leave me a comment over there, or share a voice note with me. I would love that. And just let me know, where is your resilience right now? Where are you 0 to 10? Yeah. Is your resilience higher after listening to this than it was at the beginning? Is your self-belief higher? Do you feel like you could introduce a self-belief practice every morning to grow your resilience each day? I would love it if you would comment. That would absolutely make me a very happy woman. So thank you so much for being here. I'm going to draw this episode to a close now, and I will see you next week for another episode of Becoming an Online Sales Queen. If you've loved this, please do like and subscribe. And don't forget, we want to get this message out to as many women out there as possible. So if you know another woman who wants to become an online sales queen, please do share this episode with her too. Thank you. I appreciate you.